Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Cujo06241 sports vlog. I am joined by my brother from another mother, the living legend himself, Josh Thompson. How are you doing today, Josh?
Pretty good. Actually, I'm doing pretty damn good.
That's good. Okay. As you can tell, he is a Lions fan. That's not a bad thing, because I also am a Lions fan. But
Disrespect the hat.
I will take my Patriots any day. Just hope they don't meet in the Super Bowl. I really don't. Okay. We have a ton of shit to cover, and I'm scrolling through my list. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, first things first. Dave Brandon resigns as Michigan's athletic director.
Thank God.
All right, well, what are your thoughts first?
I feel like though granted, I don't know his time in Michigan when he started, but the blunders that this year has really shown, has definitely shown, like me as a Michigan fan, that we need to put our teams into different hands. Because obviously, this guy does not know what he's doing, and neither does the people he puts in charge of the football team.
Yeah, I was one of those people tweeting "Fire Brandon" all the time. Hashtag Fire Brandon. There was actually like a rally happening on Michigan grounds about this guy.
Yeah, I remember we talked about that.
That's pretty bad, and I guess I gotta give him credit because he resigned. He didn't wait to get fired. Let's face it, though, he would have got fired at the end of the season. There's no way Michigan would hold on to him as the athletic director. And Bertie Hoke's done. He's out the door.
Yeah,
he's fired.
For sure. I'm just curious to see who they're going to come in to fill this spot.
Yeah, because I mean, that's
going to go with a former coach. I have no idea what.
I would like to see Jim Harbaugh, but I'm not counting on it.
I don't want him as our football coach.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
football coach,
I was
athletic
talking
director.
About AD.
Right now, it's I think it's like Jim Hackett or something.
Really?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. He played football at U of M, so
I mean,
hopefully it's good.
They feel like he's one for the job. I mean,
yep. All right, here's something a little special for you guys. We're gonna preview the Michigan State Ohio State game. But first, a word from my friend on Twitter, Emily. It is spelled a little differently.
Lee.
Take it away, Emily.
Hello, everyone. This is Emily, also known as MyLime78, and I'm coming to you from Muskegon, Michigan. I am going to cover the MSU Ohio State pregame for Cujo 06241. I'm going to start with a little bit of background on these two teams. Last year, Ohio State got upset by Michigan State. Michigan State broke their 24-game win streak to beat them 27-24, and I don't care what anyone says. Ohio State this year is out for some Sparty blood. They are out for revenge. They are going to bring it. I don't care what these Sparty fans are going to say. I, myself, am a Sparty fan. I am saying Michigan State is going to win this game. Hands down. They are going to get to JT Barrett. They are going to sack him. They have Michigan State's defense has the second and third ranked tackles. They also have 19.5 sacks between 4 players. And JT Barrett has been sacked 17 times this year. 17. That's a lot. 19.5 between 4 players. They are going to sack him at least 3 or 4 times. Now, JT Barrett's got this run game. Yes, I know, run game is good if you're a quarterback. But I don't think he's going to get too far with Michigan State's defense. Now, Michigan State's quarterback, Connor Cook. He is 7th in passer ranking with 17 touchdowns on the year and 1,868 yards this year. He has only been sacked 5 times. He has only been intercepted 5 times. And in my opinion, he's the better quarterback this game. He is going to win this. If he brings Michigan State to a win this week, if they beat Ohio State, if they make it to the playoffs this year, Connor Cook could be a first-round draft pick for the NFL in 2015. This game is very important to him. I mean, very important to him. I believe that Connor Cook is going to go out there and kick some ass. Ohio State ass this week. If Connor Cook can hit Tony Lippett, they are going to get at least 3 touchdowns, if not more. I don't believe Ohio State has what it takes, even though they're out for revenge. They are going to win. Michigan State, hands down. My opinion, score is 27 MSU, Ohio State 20 at the most. Kickoff starts at 8 p.m. Saturday night. I hope to be tweeting with you all. I will be on there tweeting. My Twitter name is MyLime78. And a big thank you to Cujo06241. Thank you.
All right. What do you think has to be done? Let's say we want Michigan State to win this, because I don't know. I guess if I had to go with one or the other, it'd be Michigan State. I just hate Ohio State that much.
Yeah, I would.
What do you think Michigan State has to do to win this game?
They definitely. I know that I've been looking at like the Heisman Watch, and their quarterback from Ohio State's actually on it. I mean, he's not real high on it.
Yeah, JT Barrett.
Yeah, he's actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
So from what I'm looking at, it obviously starts with shutting him down, which is no easy feat because he's probably running quarterback. I don't pay attention enough.
I don't know much about him. I think if Michigan State's going to win this, they have to not only stop JT Barrett and the offense from scoring, they have to score themselves. And their offense, not too good. Yeah, if Ohio State shuts down Jeremy Langford, what does Michigan State have? I mean,
don't.
Anybody who thinks Connor Cook is a good quarterback hasn't watched him.
He's not a terrible quarterback, but he will not win games.
He's not. No, and I don't see him starting in the NFL like Kirk Cousins did at one time, and he sucked.
No, he's not as good as Le'Veon Bell or something coming out. So he. I mean, unless he grows up in the next year
I see Jeremy Langford maybe having a name in the NFL, but that's about it. Right now, the only guy in Michigan I see having a decent career is Jake Ryan.
Yeah.
I don't see Devin Gardner doing anything.
I could see he plays kind of like a Brian Urlacher.
Yeah, Jake Ryan. Yeah. I could see that.
Not
quite Devin
Funchess.
Funchess. Devin Funchess might. He might just sneak up on people. Oh, yeah. He's a hell of a receiver.
The only thing is, I hope he doesn't do like Braylon Edwards coming out of U of M looking so damn good and just
then just like
dies in the freaking NFL.
Yeah,
poopy.
Yeah. All right, Michigan destroys Indiana 34-10. This was a big win, even though it was against the crappiest team in the Big Ten.
Any win at this point.
You know what? Yeah, I mean, any win at this point for Michigan is good. I still think Hulk's going to get fired. There's no way they keep him.
Oh, yeah. Let's be real. Like, our rivalry record is absolutely abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. Our performances against MSU in the last 2 years have been absolutely atrocious. I'm surprised he didn't get fired last year for how bad it was.
Oh, yeah.
We got a record set against us for negative yardage.
Yeah, negative, 40
40 rushing yards.
Yeah,
negative
minus 40. That's
rushing yards.
That is awful. I mean, anytime that happens, that should be done. And they had some good running backs last year. Fitzgerald, Toussaint.
MSU just came out there and they
had a hell of a defense back then. They were the top defense.
Manhandled U of M. They made these men that played for U of M look like little boys.
Oh yeah,
it was terrible. It was the most.
Yeah, and this year wasn't much better. I mean, Michigan broke that touchdown-less streak.
Thank God.
I know.
Oh
at least we can at least hold on to that and call it a win.
Yeah, and that's the worst part is every time I remember listening to that, they've gone 10 straight quarters without scoring. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, and yet we won in 2012.
Shit.
We won in 2012 by kicking 4 field goals.
I remember that.
That was nasty. I mean, yeah. Michigan is going to Northwestern this Saturday. What do you think Michigan has to do to win this one?
Michigan has to keep firing on all cylinders on offense. If they cannot score, their defense will not win them a game. They're just not good enough. Devin Gardner has to go out and not force the ball, play safe football, and just move the ball down the field. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like,
that's the thing is he's not very good with protecting the ball.
no. I think honestly, at this point, I just want them to win. I don't care how they do it. I don't care what they do. Just win.
Well, yeah,
I don't fucking care. I really don't care. All right. I have been waiting to get to this. New England demolished Denver 43-21. Fucking A. Brady is 11-5 against Manning. Suck it, Manning. Suck it, Broncos. Okay, let's break this down. First of all, let's compare Brady and Manning. Manning had more passing yards, but he had 2 picks.
Yeah, the
and
two
he had 2
picks were
touchdowns.
absolutely terrible.
Brady had like 300 some yards, almost 400, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Yeah.
That was fucking tipped. I mean, granted.
Before we talk about them, can we just reflect on that one-handed catch by Gronk real quick?
Yes.
That absolutely
God, dude,
disgusting catch.
I was like, no way. Oh,
That man is
yeah.
cut from a different fabric. Man.
That man. Have you seen his wingspan?
He's a freaking.
He's got the wingspan of a condor. For
Dude,
God's
he's
sake.
huge.
He's fucking
absolute
huge.
freak. He's definitely
is
the
a
best
freak,
tight end,
yeah.
and not. He's probably the best athlete in the NFL. Maybe
Oh yeah,
behind J.J. Watt.
yeah. Let's get into that T.J. Ward hit too, man. Did you see that? How he went right for his knee?
It almost seems like it's actually it's a thing that you can actually find him by now. You don't have to look at his nameplate anymore. Like,
Yeah.
oh, yep, that's T.J. Ward
Like they
going after someone's
fucking
knee.
find Sue for everything anymore.
But this guy's just like
But
freaking
this
dive
guy's
bombing at
tearing,
people's
yeah,
knees.
dive
You
bombing,
can tell
tearing
that there's
ACLs.
malicious intent when he attacks these
Yeah,
people's knees. There is
yeah.
he's not trying to wrap
was,
up. He literally is just diving his head, his freaking putting
Yeah,
his
yeah,
chrome
and, like-
dome right into this guy's knees.
Yeah, and and I was listening to this radio guy talk about. He said that was a punk making a punk ass move,
It really is.
and I agree. T.J. Ward's a fucking punk, and it's something I noticed out of Denver. And this is no offense to you Bronco fans, but your fucking players. Every time they got up, they would start crying to the refs. Like,
I feel
You
like
know-
I feel like the Peyton Manning
the Peyton
culture
Manning,
that he brought
Yeah.
around because everyone loves Peyton Manning is
yeah,
finally falling into the Broncos, and now his coach Fox is even making it even worse by
yeah,
it's making everyone's head swell.
yeah.
This team is probably the most cockiest and probably I would almost say the goon squad of the NFL,
They
if
kinda
not
are.
New Orleans.
or
One of those two.
or Buffalo, because Buffalo's pretty dirty.
Yeah, I would say one of those three then.
Yeah. Denver. I think Denver's just gotten so used to being like the head honcho. They're definitely not anymore of the AFC. I don't think Arizona gets enough respect. I really don't.
No, definitely
Like you
not.
never hear. They're 7-1. They got the best record in football. They have number 2 total defense. Number 1 rushing. Number 2?
Probably
Something like that. Denver might have number 1, but
Obviously,
let me
whatever
say
they're doing
this.
is right.
New England and Denver, neither team ran the ball well at all.
No, not at all.
And that's surprising because New England's supposed to have a crap run defense. They only gave up 44 yards rushing.
Yeah,
and no touchdowns.
I was
Yeah,
actually.
no, Hillman got touchdowns, but it was Manning gunning it to him.
Yeah.
He never got a rushing touch. Neither team got a rushing touchdown at all.
Yeah, I found the front seven for the New England played absolutely incredible.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Vince Wilfork being on the field pretty much.
you
all
know what?
defense.
This isn't just because I'm a Pats fan. If they play like that the rest of the season, I think they're going to be a Super Bowl team. I really do.
They definitely can be. They definitely have the potential.
If it
and
comes
they
to
have push comes to shove, I'm pretty sure they're able to beat pretty much any team when they're in Foxborough.
oh yeah,
That's the thing. They have probably one of the best places to play football. That and Lambeau Field are probably the coldest places to
they
play
are.
football.
And when you play in that kind of weather, you get used to playing in shit weather.
There's a reason why Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady
One more
do good at
thing.
the end of the season.
Yep. One more thing before we move on. I want to talk about how fucking great that hit on Welker was.
Oh yeah.
McCourty,
Welker.
Welker.
Hit everyone's crying
shit,
about.
fuck!
It's clean. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone says that McCourty should get fined. What about fucking Ward?
Yeah,
Bullshit.
whatever. The point is though it was Welker made a bad judgment on the ball. He hit his hands and he got absolutely plastered.
Got
and you know what
pulverized,
happens?
and he sat out the rest of the game.
It was completely and 100% clean, legal.
Yep.
No, there should be no bitching, whining, complaining about this hit.
Not when fucking TJ Ward's out there hitting guys the way he is.
Well, nonetheless, even it doesn't even matter about comparing it. It was literally the clean. It was clean.
Hit.
He
it
put
really
his
was.
shoulder pad into the guy's back. It wasn't
Yeah,
his fault that Wes Walker was up high.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not his
Wes
fault.
Walker's a whiner. You know.
Hit him and it was it.
Yep. All right, New England is a bye week, so thankfully I don't have to preview anything. But we do have a Lions game next week. They are home against the. They home? I think they're home. They're home against the Dolphins.
Yes.
All right, you go first. What does Detroit have to do to win this game? To keep what happened to San Diego happening from now?
Oh, well, we definitely have to go out and play
Solid pass defense.
We obviously have to go out and play defense like always. It literally, the key of the game, you don't even have to ask anyone anymore. The key of the game, number one key of the game for Detroit is to keep up the defensive play that they've been playing, that they have had all year long. It literally, you can't, there's no way of winning for Detroit football unless the defense is coming out and winning every game. Because the offense is, I hate to say it, almost atrocious.
It is without Calvin Johnson.
And it literally comes down to is our quarterback is either really playing very well or two, he's playing very, very bad. Yeah. And there is no gray area. He's either dominating game or he's fucking throwing it to the other players. It's just he's shitting it out his asshole. It's terrible.
Yeah. Well, I think Golden Tate has really done well.
Golden Tate is number 2 in the league right now.
Behind Antonio Brown.
To town, he's a beast.
Yeah, he's nuts.
And if Calvin comes back,
I think the Lions will be fine.
It will be fine.
I think they can win this. Definitely.
We can win this. It's not even a question.
They gotta stop Ryan Tannehill from doing what he did last week.
I'm not too worried about the defense.
No.
Matthew Stafford needs to score points.
Yeah, they need to score too. And it's not like Miami has a pushover defense. They have a good
and here's
not a great one.
And here's a point that would win a game for us that will never happen this season just because their offensive line coach is absolutely fucking retarded. I don't know what he teaches his guys. But our offensive line is absolutely terrible.
You think so?
Dude, we can't run the ball on anyone.
It
doesn't help that Joyke Bell, our starting running back, is absolutely terrible. The worst field position I've ever seen on a running back.
My dad has Joyke Bell on his fantasy team, and he's not getting him anything.
Joyke Bell averages like 30 yards or 40 yards a game. It's absolutely terrible.
Yeah, they do need some running.
He has the worst field vision ever.
Whatever happened to Reggie Bush? He was doing good last year.
I think he got hurt. Didn't he?
Again.
I think he was on the sidelines with Ebron.
Like
he was on the sidelines with Ebron, Calvin. Like that right there. Ebron, Reggie, and Calvin. You get those three back, that's a huge group.
Huge.
Thing is, though, obviously what's going to happen to the Lions is they either stay healthy and they win, or they fucking get hurt and they lose.
Yeah, and let's not forget, the history of them. They were 6-2 in 2007, and they dropped. They were 6-3 last year, and they dropped. Let's just hope we don't see that happen again, because I really do want to see them at least make the playoffs.
Yeah, I completely
with this new coach.
I'm really hoping that Caldwell is going to keep his guys on the straight and narrow. And obviously, whatever Jim Schwartz was doing as a coach was not obviously keeping his guys focused on the big picture.
He was obviously too busy fucking telling them, oh, hurt this guy, oh, hurt that guy, oh, kick that guy in the nuts, and it's like.
What? Yeah, I have noticed that our game is a lot cleaner since Jim Caldwell's came around.
Yeah. Let's move on to baseball. This is kind of unfamiliar territory to Josh. He doesn't.
I can follow. I'm pretty sure I can put my word in a little bit.
Yeah, but not like me.
Oh, well, obviously no offense. Ha ha ha. But yeah, obviously.
Okay. I know you know who this guy is. Joe Madden is now the Cubs manager. They fired Rick Renteria after one season. They brought in Joe Madden. Okay. 2 questions. What do you think of the Cubs doing this? And 2, should the Tigers have fired Brad Ausmus and brought in Joe Madden when they had a chance?
1, I do not. I think that it's really shitty that the Cubs got rid of
Rick Renteria.
Because they give him one season to try to turn around a team that has been struggling for years. It's been, they have been struggling. It's asking a man to turn around a team that obviously doesn't have the talent on its team to win.
Well, they
regularly.
do, but it's in their farm system. It's not up here in the major league level.
That's my thing. They don't got those pieces, but they want this guy to make a team out of pieces that aren't there.
They didn't make a big splash in the free agency market last year.
Well, really. It's probably because they don't got money.
They got big this year. They got, you got Scherzer free agency, Torrey Hunter's going to be a free agency, James Shields, John Lester.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of teams that have a lot
There are
a
lot of free agents. Yeah, but I'm saying they got options this year, and I think with a manager like Joe Madden, they'll be just fine. They got a manager with some experience.
Yeah, he'll probably bring in guys he wants to make his team exactly what he wants.
Yeah, and I think they gave him a 5-year contract to start. That's huge.
Which means that they're not getting rid of him anytime soon.
No. I think in 2-3 years' time, we will start seeing a better Cubs team. I really do. I think the Cubs will be a better team.
I definitely could see it. But to go back onto your second part of your question, no, I don't think we should get rid of Brad Osmus.
I don't either.
I think that he's going to learn a little bit more of the tricks of the trade because obviously his inexperience bit him in the ass a couple times.
I went over it when the Tigers were knocked out of the playoffs. The problems I had with Brad Osmus. He was too loyal to Joe Nathan. He misused the bullpen in the ALDS. And I mean, like I said,
but that all comes with time.
Joe Nathan. But
it was
his first fucking year. I know people in Detroit are impatient because we've had World Series on our mind since like 2006, and then they went through a dead period.
We've been chewing on them.
Yeah, we've been knocking on the door, but the door is locked.
Yeah,
I guess. And I mean, to see a team like the Royals in the World Series, which was fine, but I didn't want them to win because I don't fucking like them, first of all. But
yeah,
I will say this. Take a page out of their book and fix that fucking bullpen. If you fix the bullpen, you'll win more games.
Oh, well, it's obvious that the bullpen's been an issue for a while.
Yeah, and I mean, Max Scherzer's probably not going to be coming back, which breaks my heart because I do like Max Scherzer, but I mean, I don't know. Money is not something to just throw out there.
Well, I mean, it all depends. We'll figure it out. We'll see.
We'll figure something out. I think what they're going to do is they're going to bring in somebody because I don't think Kyle Opstein's ready to hit the rotation just yet, and I don't think Robbie Ray or Kyle Ryan.
Robbie Ray got beat up quite a bit.
Yeah, he did. Season. He did after his first start. And I don't see him throwing a rookie into their rotation.
I don't see it. It doesn't help. Throwing rookies to throw against major league hitters, it's terrible.
They did extend the qualifying offers to Scherzer and Victor Martinez. I think Martinez might take it, but he might not. Nonetheless, I don't see Victor leaving Detroit.
No, I don't
see it. And if it happens, Billy Butler's out there. Pablo Sandoval.
That still made me kind of sad, though. I would hate.
To see Victor go. I think Victor's first thing you need to bring back. I do.
Especially since you got his jersey, don't you?
I don't. I have Kinsler.
That's right. You were buying.
I was gonna get Martinez, but I got Kinsler. Yeah. Okay. Well, the Twins have a new manager. I don't really know much about this guy. I know he's an MLB Hall of Famer.
As a player?
Yeah.
As a coach? As a player?
Yeah. Paul Molitor. So pretty good player. I looked up some of his stats. He's pretty decent. I mean, he had to be.
What did he play?
He was an infielder and a designated hitter for, I believe, Minnesota, Toronto.
So he knows how to hit the ball.
Yeah, he knows how to hit.
He's a DH.
He's a good player. He was a good player. Is he going to be a good manager? I don't know. Typically, good players, like in sports in general, like the standout football, baseball, hockey players don't make the best coaches. I don't know why. And some of the mediocre ones make better coaches. I don't know why, but that doesn't mean Paul Molitor is going to be a bad manager. George Brett's a damn good hitting coach, and he was a great hitter back in his day. Patrick Waugh won the Jack Adams Award, and I hate to say it because I fucking hate Patrick Waugh, and I still think Babcock got snubbed.
I hate Patrick Waugh. I hate him.
I don't like Waugh either, but he
Patrick
was a good he was a good goalie, and that's as far as I'm gonna go because I fucking hate that guy.
The bat.
Yeah, Mr. fucking tent for Jersey. Okay. All right, let's get away from that. Let's get away from that. Let's talk Red Wings. They lost to Buffalo in the shootout.
It seems like we get beat up bad, and
anytime
that's extra,
team.
Yeah.
Anytime we overtime is just fine. I want to talk about this. Something I noticed again. Fucking goaltender interference. Basically, in a nutshell, more bullshit of goaltender interference.
Of course.
Goalies get babied.
They do. Like, they honestly, I think the way it should be is there should still be goaltender interference. But I think, like, if the goalie is the one pushing and shoving the player, making contact with the player, the goal should still count. Because that's just...
I feel like there should be a little leeway. If a goalie pushes a guy out of his crease once, it's one thing. But if he's making a point to just keep, like hitting this guy, pushing into him, leaning into him, then he's obviously not paying. That's obviously on him at that point.
That is,
Because I feel like a goalie can defend his crease. But I feel like a goalie prodding on a guy just to be a dick is annoying. And him getting away with it after a guy gets the goal
stupid.
Is freaking stupid.
The Red Wings would have won this game in overtime, and they would have beat Montreal had this bullshit been sorted out.
It seems like it's hitting us a lot.
They'd be like 7. Right now they're 7-2 and 3. They'd be 7-1 and they'd be 8-1 and 2 right now, or 9-1 and 1 or something. They'd be a damn good.
They'd be better. They'd be better.
And they're already pretty damn good.
It just sucks. It seems. Yeah, we do seem like the calls seem to go against us miraculously at the greatest times.
Yeah. Well, there was a call against Washington last week. I said it.
One time.
Fucking Holtby, but Holtby, that was obviously a fucking joke. Like I said last week, the Oscar goes to Braden Holtby for his amazing performance of flopping. That's the question I want to ask you guys. Do you think they should tamper with the goaltender interference rules? I think they should. He thinks they should. Thanos on my wall right there thinks they should.
Thanos knows all.
All right, last thing I really want to get into. I don't really pay too much attention to this, but the Pistons are off to an 0-3 start. They don't play again until tomorrow, which is Wednesday.
They play
tomorrow.
Who do they play?
Fuck, I don't even remember.
Who cares? Because they always suck. It's just fun to play with them in the basketball game.
But something I like is Stan Van Gundy. He's not making excuses. And he's actually...
I remember. Yeah. He went on some rant about how his players played like shit.
Yeah,
he was
he was pissed.
Shit.
Yeah, he was pissed. I like that. The Pistons need a coach like that won't
That's fucking cranky.
Tolerate their bullshit. I didn't really watch one. I did watch. We have
a lot of good players. I don't understand.
Yeah. Josh Smith, Andre Drummond, Greg Monroe, Brandon Jennings. I mean,
that right there.
Yeah,
that right there.
Yeah, they traded
Pope. He's a good 3-point shooter.
Pope. Yeah, they traded Will Bynum and got some guy from the Celtics. I forgot his name, but they do have a good team. They have good players.
They have the ability to be a lot better than 0-3.
They're just not.
It seems like something isn't clicking. Yeah. And it's weird because we have arguably, it's arguably the best center in the NBA. Him, Dwight.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an argument. You can argue that he's the best defensive center in the NBA without a doubt, and he'll rebound over pretty much anyone.
Oh yeah.
But he's just not the best scorer. Definitely.
No, it's like Ben Wallace, really.
He is, but he's a little bit more offensive than Ben Wallace.
It's about Drummond, right?
Smith?
Drummond. Yeah, Drummond. Yeah.
Drummond's a beast.
Drummond is. He's my favorite player.
Hell yeah,
I like Andre Drummond. I really do.
Lanky motherfucker. Just needs to shoot better free throws.
Yeah. That's what Brandon Jennings and Greg Monroe and Davis Caldwell-Pope are for. I mean, they are the shooters on the team. Josh Smith is like defense.
Josh Smith he's an all-around good player for me.
Yeah, he is.
He probably is the best player on the squad.
More than likely.
I'm not saying because Andre Drummond is definitely the player I'd make my team around. But when you look at complete players, Josh Smith has a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Well, something I watched the game with Vinny on Saturday. We watched them lose to Brooklyn. They got their asses handed to them. They just gave up in the half point of the game after halftime.
Well, that seems to be a Detroit thing anyway. We always give up.
Yeah, and that's that's a joke.
Grown men acting like babies and quitting halfway through shit.
Yeah,
it's stupid. It's atrocious. It's not the Detroit way, and it makes us look fucking terrible.
Just look at the Red Wings. They never gave up. They got 23 consecutive playoff appearances.
And the Tigers go hard as they could.
Lately have been pushing, so now the Lions are pushing.
Yeah, and the Lions are fucking. I like the defend the den. I'm pretty sure.
Defend the den.
I'm glad they brought up that shit because it's I feel like it helps these players know what they're playing for.
I agree.
Teams that know what they're playing for play better.
Yep.
Especially when they're playing for their hometown.
Absolutely. That is all we have for you today. Follow me on Twitter at Cujo06241 and follow him on Twitter at TomJosh69. Check out his YouTube channel, TomJosh87. It is you can probably find it on my channel under the Featured Channels tab.
Nah, just keep watching his videos. I don't got a lot on mine.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot, but you know, just do it anyway because I'm telling you to. All right, well, for Josh Thompson, I am Justin Crumley. This is Cujo 06241 signing out.